Hey, what's going on? It's your boy TpindellTV. Welcome back to another video. BM Talk to him. We back with the little balloon stomper. We getting right into it. Smash the like button. Shout out to everybody be sending me videos on Instagram. I appreciate y'all. Y'all start sending me the clips. Y'all be sending me the little Instagram quick clips. I need the YouTube links, man. I can't. Y'all sending me on the wild goose chase, a witch hunt. Come on, brothers. Come on, brothers and sisters. Help me out, please. Let's get into it, baby. Let's go. Yeah. Said we back though. She said she black though. The back wide though. Cadillac, bro. I'm on her back like a whole surfboard. I got a umbilical cord. I got extension cord. I got a real cord. I got a.
All right, welcome back to BM Talks.
Hold on.
To them. So today we.
That boy went and cut that shit off his head. He cut that damn caterpillar daddy long leg spite off. He cut it off. Ladies, I don't want to block y'all blessings. Go get him. He just got a haircut. He back.
We actually have Desmond.
Dez.
He goes by Dr. Dez. Welcome. How
A, B, C, D, E, F, G test.
I'm doing great, man. Thanks for having me.
Okay. So you was actually on episode 3.
This boy so lame, bruh. He cut his hair. You see in the hotel. He got the I think that's Baccarat. That's an expensive ass cologne. Bottle of cologne like $500, $600, something stupid. Let's see what it. Hey Siri, how much is a bottle of Baccarat cologne? Yeah, that's it. It's $540. It's $540. You know what I'm saying? He got that sitting in there strategically. Okay.
36 of Pop the Balloon and Find Love. Now I want to ask you first, how was your experience on the show?
My experience on the show was phenomenal, and I enjoyed being on the show. I enjoyed meeting new people there and made some good friendship while on the show.
BM got that Nino Brown black on.
So it was remarkably phenomenal.
Okay. So, Dr. Dez, right?
Yeah.
Let me get straight into it, right?
Yeah.
Let's talk about this Dez Factor that you created. How did that come about? Why did you create that?
So I've been in the dating scene for a little bit now, and I'm looking for a certain caliber of woman. I'm one of those guys that is not timid about sharing their desires. I'm one of those guys that is not shy to express himself honestly. So I was looking for what kind of woman will I want? That's where the Dez Factor come into place, because I'm very unique. I cherish physical beauty. I think women are blessed with certain features, that there's a reason for those features, and I love it. So I said, okay, this is what I want. I want somebody with these certain features of physical appearance, and then appearance is shallow. I understand that. But I go a little bit deeper. If you pass the appearance test, we're going to talk about the intellect, the brain, which is the B portion of the Dez Factor. So I ask them questions to see how their reasoning is, both qualitative and quantitative reasoning. And also, last but not the least, the character. I want to make sure that it's a woman I can take to my mom. I'm an African man, like I always mention on the show. I'm always an African first. And, your mom has to be able to accept your woman. And they're not going to accept a woman without a good character. So that's where the Dez Factor came from.
Okay, so it's something that you made up yourself. I do want to ask you, do you not...
I think it'd be that was shade right there. Okay, so it's something you made up yourself. Cool.
Okay, so it's something that you made up yourself. I do want to ask you, do you not think that you need to move on from this Dez Factor? Because clearly it hasn't worked. No girl has qualified. So don't you think it's time that you find something else?
Well, I wouldn't say no girl has qualified. There's wonderful ladies that
detector test determined that was a lie.
I meet every day that meet requirements for the Dez Factor. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to have a certain score that, above a certain threshold. But then, we have to have a common fundamental values. So I still believe I'm a hopeless romantic. I'm a romantic guy. I believe there is a woman out there for me, and I believe there's actually quality people that I've been talking to and getting to know more. And I'm like, it actually works. I understand that having a criteria like that reduces the dating pool. That's okay. I don't want too many options. I want a limited select few that are high quality that I can pick from. And that's where the dead.
And they still gotta like him back. Ladies, do y'all think anybody, or men, yeah, in the comments, do y'all think anybody had a chance of passing the Dez Factor test? I don't even think if the test was flipped, vice versa, he wouldn't even pass the test from the woman's standpoint.
Dez Factor comment, it limits that pool. So all the people that do not meet those criteria or those qualifications don't make it up to that, that selection.
Okay, so you have your own standards, basically. You have your own standards.
Absolutely, like everyone else.
Okay, no, I hear that. And I must say as well, so today we see you have a new hairstyle.
That's for BM.
The braids are gone.
Thank you, Lord.
Yeah, so
thank you, Lord.
What made you get rid of the braids? Because we saw a lot of comments about your hair.
All right.
What made you decide to...
Yeah,
what's going on?
The story about this braid is a long story, okay? I live in Indiana. Your show shoots in Arizona, So I had to come in the day before, get in a hotel. I forgot my durag, okay? So I went to bed, got up in the morning.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
The braids looked terrible. I knew that. Fair enough. All the comments about my braids are fair. They are fair criticisms, okay? There's no much... The highest insult I've ever received in my life was about those braids. The top 3 would be like crab-leg braids. Somebody said bone-leg braids, skinny-leg
Spider-Man.
That Spider-Man braids.
Spider-Man,
Man, yeah. For the most part, it was humorous. I find it very, it was humorous. It was funny, and I read the comments. I respond to the comments, and it was very funny. But here's the story about the braids. I went in there, slept on the braids, got up the next morning, looked at it in the mirror. It didn't look good. I tried my best to get it worked.
That boy looked at them braids in the mirror and said,
"What the hell? Oh my God!"
Up and straighten up. It didn't look good. I said, you know what? I cannot take this braid to the show because as a high value man, there's a certain way that I have to present myself. So I Googled braiders near me around the Phoenix area within a 20-mile radius. Okay, I found like 4 or 5 places. I drove there. All of them they said that they only do appointments. I offered to pay this lady $300 cash. So cancel this appointment just to do this here because this show I'm going on, I need to present a certain level of branding for myself. I don't want to go there with the braids like that. But there was no way. She has a loyalty to her customer base and that didn't work out. And I went to Barber Salon. I wanted to cut the braids off and just go my low cut. But again, I couldn't get in before the show shoots. And that's what happened to the braid. I'm sorry to your comment section. My braid was messed up.
I'm cooked.
I mean, it is what it is.
Them braids
it is gone.
Cooked.
And by the way, there's no more thing. There's not anything else to insult.
Okay. All right, so let's talk about this high value man that you keep saying that you are, right? I want to ask you a question. Yeah. Would a high value man stomp on a balloon the way you do?
Simple answer is no. If you go on my Instagram, I posted a video on that incident, okay? I kind of make fun out of it. It was a spur of the moment. Some people describe me as serious, and others would describe me as funny as well. And this is a clean example. Danielle think I'm a stickler or I appear to be a serious guy. But if you just rewind that clip a little bit before that, you'll see that I'm actually I'm a fun-loving guy. I laugh out loud, and some people would find my laughing irritating, and they don't consider that to be a high-value laugh. I don't even know, but somebody made a comment like that. However, I'm a funny guy. I like to do some goofy stuff once in a while. I think stomping on the balloon was immature on my part, but in no way, shape, or form was it meant to diminish Danielle as a human being, okay? After the
I
show,
don't believe it.
I reached out to her personally. I said, hey, I reached out to her to her IG. Say, hey, no.
I don't believe it. Anytime somebody on these shows and they be stomping down on that balloon like that, that shit done out of malice, bro. You're not gonna stomp down nobody balloon like that.
Malice intended. You are a beautiful lady, and I wanted to sincerely apologize first for the stomping on the balloon, and second, for one of the comments. I think I misspoke when I mentioned the aroma. I meant to mention aura. So I feel your aura, your presence, but I said her aroma. So people kind of misconstrued that, thinking that it was about scent or smell or things like that. No, it was actually the presence. So she didn't stink, she didn't smell. I was trying to communicate that it was the aura I was talking about. And by the way, English is not my first language, okay? I'm from Cameroon, was bilingual. My mother tongue is different. So sometimes my subject-verb agreement may not be perfect. Sometimes my pronunciation may not be perfect. But I do take accountability and responsibility when I misspeak. For that
He is taking
incident,
accountability. I give his ass that.
It was aura that I meant to communicate.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's good that you took some accountability there. Because I must say, stomping...
BM ass, y'all piss BM off. He on y'all head neck all year. It's been a crazy year. It's been a lot of stuff going on with these YouTubers, with these ESPN people. I'm loving it all. I'm like, oh, Lord. I knew they were hunching their way to the top. Hey, BM, y'all got BM so tired, his ass got to lay down and take a nap. BM got the pillow from the room right here. That bitch say, that bitch, Arlette, wait, BM, I said, come on, get up, make that video. He ain't even move the balloon out the damn shit.
on a balloon like that is very childish.
It is.
If you are talking of a high-value man, high-value men know how to act, especially when you're being watched by millions of people, right? So I want to ask you, Dr. Dez, what does high-value man mean to you?
Okay, I'll make it simple. I know when the lady asked me on the show, it didn't flow the way I wanted it to flow, but everybody knows we go on that show, people get nervous. Okay, high-value man, number one thing I want to mention here. A high-value man first, you got to have the income. And that income has to be consistent for a given period of time. So, baseline, 6 figures, okay? You got to make a minimum above a 6-figure threshold for a certain period of time. So, some people say 3 years, some people say 5 years. I happen to believe if you make more than 6 figures or more than 5 years, you do fall in a category of a high-value man. With other
ladies, y'all put in the comment section, fellas, y'all put in the comment section top 3 things that make you high value. Let me know in the comments. Let me know y'all mindset, what y'all think.
Stipulations that's supposed to apply. Second thing, education. A high value man is an educated guy. You got to possess at least a certain level of education, formal education. Also, you got to be street smart. Just academics doesn't cut it. A high value man is street smart. You have common sense. You can interact with people. You bring value into people's lives. You bring value into the community. And also, a high-value man has valuable relationships, okay? You're in the midst of other high-value men. You keep company of other high-value men. You can easily get referral recommendations from other high-value men. That relationship is very important. Last but not the least, integrity. Integrity. High-value men are not liars. People will come on the show and they'll ask him, do you think was your celibacy successful in your relationships? You say, yeah. I mean, what do you mean? If it was successful, you wouldn't be on another dating show. Be honest, man. Just gotta be honest.
So let me ask you, yeah. So obviously you said that on the show you said as an African man, you need to be older than your woman, right? The last girl that came out, she was 37 years old. She was the same age as you. Now, she could have been older than you by months, right? So you didn't know that, but you kept your balloon. Now, you're basically saying that he has to be older, meaning is it older by months as well, or is it older by years?
Older by years. So, for example, if I take her to my family,
right?
If I take her to my family, they'll say, oh, this is Crystal. She's 37 years old. Nobody cares about the months. Nobody cares about that. They just want to know how old she is. And then I'm 37, she's 37. That's fine. That's acceptable, traditionally speaking. I want to make a caveat. No, there's a nuance to that statement. When I say as an African man, I'm talking about African traditional values. traditional values in the African cultural context, usually, men are usually older than the women or their wives. Usually. I know there are exceptions. But all my African brothers and African sisters, they know this to be true. When you take somebody, go, they say, oh, this is my wife, she's older than me. It's not like they're going to oppose the marriage, but they're going to be questions, or they're going to be like, why will you go for someone older than you? Like, you're going to be judged, basically. So I'm just saying that traditional African values, men should be at least older than their wives, because the man is looked at as the leader in the household, the provider in the household, the protector of the household. And sometimes when the lady is older than the guy, respect. If the lady may do something that's not even intentional, but that guy may see that thing as a disrespect because she's older than you. You know, those are some of the things that make us who we are. And I know that right now we live in a conventional society. Everybody wants to do things conventionally, the way the Western world does. I still have some African traditional values that I still respect and I still want to honor, even though I am a Western guy, but I still have African traditional values.
So how come the last girl, she was the same age as you? You was not older than her by years. You said that the guy has to be older than the girl by years. How come you was going to go for her?
Honestly, you want me to be frankly honest with you about this last lady? I felt like
wasn't nothing else left.
The rate and speed at which I was popping my balloon because of age was a little bit too much, and it may give a wrong impression to the audience that I wasn't there to look for love. So I wanted to give Crystal, I think her name is Crystal, right? I wanted to give her a chance. I'm like, okay, the age is, because normally my age preference is not even, I don't want somebody that was the same age, preferentially. I may make some exceptions if other qualities outweighs the age. I may make some exceptions. We live in America. I wanted to give her a chance. I wanted to see what else. I wanted to at least have opportunity to talk about the other aspects of the Dez Factor, because most of it ended at appearance. So I thought she was going to be a good one that we can go a little bit further. Honestly, my age preference is a mature 24-year-old to 35-year-old. That's my preference. That's a man. I want to give at least 2 years. But I can leave my balloon for certain exceptions, like Crystal was one of them. She was 37. I'm like, okay, this one I can bring to the family and say, hey, this is my babe. She's 37. There'll be no judgment.
This is my babe.
But that was it.
Looking at yourself on the show, right?
Looking at yourself. Come on, man.
Right. You say that you're a high-value man, but would a high-value man act the way that you acted on that show?
There's a reason why it's called a show. This is not a movie. This is not anything else. This is a show. And a show has to have spikes.
No, my question is, would a high-value man
get his ass,
act the way that you acted on the show? So the way you're starting asking that question is as if like you plan to act like that for the show.
No, absolutely not.
So
I'm a
would
show
a high-value man act the way you acted?
Stop talking while BM talking.
Okay. To answer your question.
So
take the belt off. Belt to ass.
Wait. To answer your question.
You said no. You said a high-value man would not act like that, right?
I was saying that stomping the balloon, a high-value man would not do that. That was the only immature thing that happened on that show that I don't think a high-value man would do in any situations like that. I think stomping on the balloon was immature. I expressed that already. But the way I carried myself throughout the rest of the show, it reflects high value. You know, if you look at my outfit, people make comment about my outfit. I'm not afraid to say where I shop. I'm not going to come and lie that I shop at Gucci, Versace, Louis Vuitton to be high value. No, I shop at Men's Warehouse. They don't pay me to say that, but they have quality products that I like. That suit, that's why I got it. People say something about my shoes. That shoe's a $300 pair of shoes. It's not expensive. It's not cheap either. So I'm just saying, a high value man, when you're talking about a high value man,
he was reading all the
you're
comments.
looking at me. I am. If you look at the lineup on the show and they say, okay, without the show airing, just the pictures or the first video on the lineup, They say point one high-value man on that picture. Guess who they're gonna point?
Who they gonna point
They're
at?
gonna point me.
That bitch tooting his own horn.
Why? Because you see me, you see
Toot
value.
toot.
Okay,
Yeah.
Desmond, let me just be completely honest with you.
Oh
okay?
shit.
Yeah?
Oh shit.
If anybody is to talk about that episode, they're just going to talk about how you acted on that episode. Because all the girls that came out, I cannot remember one thing that the girls said that was out of line or that was wild towards you. But the only person that I can remember, I mean, one of the persons that I can remember the most that said so many things was you. That
Damn.
was out of pocket or wild. It was you.
Damn.
Right? So I'm basically trying to make you understand, right?
You ruined the
if
show.
you watch that episode and you did not reflect on yourself, on how you acted, then you need to know that you are the problem.
Damn.
I
You
agree.
see, this is the thing. Okay, that's good. It's good that, obviously, man to man, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you're looking for love, right, you have to be ready. You have to make sure that you are a better version of yourself before you even think about dating or getting in a relationship, especially a serious relationship. Because the first thing you need to do before you even enter a serious relationship is fix yourself. You need to be able to fix yourself because the person that you are dating is not going to fix you.
That's why people ask the question, what did you learn from your last relationship? What was the problem with your last relationship? Why didn't it work? What could you have done better? That's why people ask that, because they want to see accountability. They want to see that you are working on yourself. What y'all really have to worry about is people that just don't like taking accountability, but also is relationship hop. Mother, they don't take no time and just sit down and be single. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to be alone. Just because you're alone does not mean you're lonely. You know what I'm saying? So people just relationship. Oh, the quickest way to get over one love is to fall in love with somebody else. Oh, the quickest way to get over one man is to get under another. Quickest way to get over a woman. You need to get over her. We need to take you out here and knock down some 304s or knock down a bunch of random women. That's not going to help you. Maybe in the moment, but as soon as your ass get up out of there, climax and that clarity hit, you back to square one. You know, you still got to go home and lay down, go sleep by yourself and think, damn, you got to get in that shower, you know? It's tough out here, man. That ain't it, man. You think people like you, but they just lusting over you. They just want your body. Oh, I got all these people in my DMs. All these people want to talk to me. They just want to have sex with you. They don't care about you. You get a flat tire, ain't nobody coming to the rescue. They ain't checking on you, sending you no food, bringing you soup when you get sick. They just trying to hunch on you.
Need to fix yourself first. So when you come on the show and you see how you act, you need to go back and rewatch that show and actually think, oh wait, this is the reason why I'm single. When I got my assistant to call you, she told me, yeah, he speaks very well. I think he's gonna do well on the show. So obviously when I spoke to you as well, I was like, yeah, you know what? You know, you got your life together. I think you're gonna do very well. So the way you acted on the show was completely surprising to me because the way you the way you are, the way you carry yourself, you're well put together. You know, so now you
And BM said that all the time. We always hear him say it about the women, but this is the time he's saying it about the men. He say, yo, y'all be mad at BM. Oh, look at the cast and why you bring these people in here like this. Y'all need to do a better job at the background check. Bro, they don't act like that until the camera come on. People be seeming nice and pleasant. They seem nice doing the follow-ups for the most part. Nice doing the catch-ups. Man, them lights come on, they start to act a fool. It's okay. It's okay. You date regular women, bruh. You date regular schmegular men. Stop getting on here thinking you about to get an Idris. You about to, come on now. Stop it. You're not getting Michael B. Jordan on here. You ain't never have a Michael B. Jordan wife you up. You ain't never have a Beyonce or Rihanna, none of them women in their prime. You ain't never wife nothing like that. Stop it.
need to match it with, you have to match it with actually acting right.
Gotcha. You know, to be honest with you, going back, reflect. I went back and watched it twice. One thing I want to say is this. Every human being have some form of a Dez Factor. Because I express that clearly and vividly, it makes it sound unrealistic. But every lady, every guy, they have specifications on the kind of guy they want.
Hey, it's funny. He's not lying, but it's funny he calling that shit the Dez Factor. He basically saying everybody got a checklist. You know, a lot of women play games, a lot of men play games. Oh, if you don't pass this checklist, you already out of there. They'll let you go through the whole date and let you pay, but they already know you don't pass the checklist. You know what I mean? Some people, and that's the biggest dilemma. You are not going out there and meeting people. Everybody got a checklist and they playing a game. Who cares the least? I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that much. I'm not doing shower me with love. I'm not showering you love. You're not showering me with love. Everybody give it their all. Stop playing. I'm not giving it my all because last time I gave my all. Now look. Because last time I asked for money now because I ain't asked for money before and I turned out to be a fool and they played me. You gotta go get some therapy, man. You gotta go get counseling. You can't just look at everybody because one guy did you wrong, two girls did you wrong. You can't look at all the rest of the women like that. You can't look at. You got to go get some help and get over it and get these people a fresh and clean slate. They ain't did nothing to you.
I give you an example of a height. So nobody can change their height. Why would you judge somebody because they're short? Why wouldn't you want to date a short guy? That's one of it. We're talking about income. Yeah, people can change their income. Ladies do not want to date broke guys. That's a fact. They say it every time. If you don't have your back, I'm not going to date you. That's another thing. It's a criteria, it's a specification, it's a preference.
BM nodded to that one. BM your ass no, nigga.
So the Dez Factor is my preference. No. If you want to be with me, that is my preference. And likewise, I expect you to have your own preference. I don't want you to just follow me because, you know, I am this person. You come with your preference, I come with my preference, we meet halfway. Do you know why men cheat on their wives or why women cheat on their partners? Because people compromise a lot. I can, in terms of compromise, 80%, 80-20. So I can, for the person that I like, if they have 8%, I say, oh, why women cheat on their partners? Because people compromise a lot. I can, in terms...
I'm going to let y'all know that right now. He ain't lying. A lot of y'all get into it. Y'all tell that man that you need to be this much. You need this much sexually. You need to be aroused this much. You're a high sex drive person. And the guy think he can handle it. He can't handle it. So what she gonna do? She gonna dip up out of there. Y'all get in a relationship with somebody that y'all really don't like because he's financially stable and he could pay all the bills like you want. Or he's a nice guy. You're not even really attracted to that man. What you end up doing? Stepping up out of there. Fellas, y'all you get in a relationship with a girl because you just trying to settle down because you want to do this, want to do that. She seemed like she ain't out here doing this and that, but that's not really what you're attracted to. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys sit down there and they settle. They go where it's safe. And women do the same thing. A lot of people go where it's safe. It's safe. I can't see myself, this person breaking my heart, so I can learn to love this person. You don't even like that person. It's just safe. It's a safe place, but it's not a place of love. That's two different things. You want both. But a lot of people end up in that and get bored. And act like I fall. There's no spark. There's no fireworks in our relationship. There never was fireworks. There's never was any fireworks. And now you stuck. And you like, this can't be my life. Is this how I'm gonna grow old? Is this who I'm gonna grow old with? Damn. Your friends be like, ooh, girl, he's not really a looker. This ain't really your type. Oh yeah, but he's really nice. He treats me nice. Damn, you cooked. Imagine that. Imagine you a girl not being attracted to you. She had to learn to love you. Or a guy not being attracted to you. He had to learn to love you. You had to grow on him. Or you had to grow. Oh my gosh.
In terms of compromise, 80%, 80-20. So I can, for the person that I like, if they have 80% of what I want in a partner, I'll take it. I'll know that 20% of their shortcomings, the 80 supersedes that. But for me to reduce that percentage to 50 or to 10, I cannot do it. There's somebody for everybody out there. I talk about the physique. I am a man that likes certain features. If you want me to reduce that or to compromise on that, and I take a lady with a flat butt, then I'm walking on the beach with that lady, turn my eyes, I'm seeing all this nice beauty.
All that nice ass. This nigga. Hey, if I take me a lady with some flapjacks and some no ass, and then I walk on the beach and I see all that ass out there at that beach, and it's recoiling, and them titties is tittying, what I gotta do?
Let's get freaky.
Come on,
Let's
man.
get freaky, baby.
You heard what he said. I can't walk on the beach and see all that ass and my girl ain't got no.
Let's get
I gotta, baby, we gotta look at that ass together. We gotta look at them yams together. Them yeah. Say it again, yo.
To compromise.
That's one thing too. I've never dated a woman that been like, that ain't look too. Like, dude, look at her. Ooh, like, I mean, you gotta like to look at other women with your woman. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, look at her. Oh, she got some nice outfit. Oh, she got a nice body. You know what I'm saying? Like I had a woman come on and tell me, like, oh, I got in the sauna today. It was a woman got in that sauna. She had the perfect body, and she was older. I wish my body looked like that when I get older. Her body was perfect. I said, damn, for real? You know what I mean? It got to be like that. And then a lot of the people, I'll say that and be like, well, what about men? I guess we better be looking at men together too. Now, y'all say that as soon as you get upset, you're going to call that man sassy or zesty. But at the same part, oh, shit, my bad. But at the same part, if you got a girl or something, you know what I mean? Unless her attractiveness for men is all over the place. Like, you kind of know what she's into too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even if I see a fit at, I'm like, damn, that bitch looks strong. Damn, look at that big abs. That bitch got some big ass arms. Like, I don't have a problem complimenting another guy. But sometimes you want to have a conversation, but sometimes you can have a conversation. With some groups of people, you can't have a conversation because you're not having that conversation. It's just a tit for tat. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers deflect and change the whole subject.
And then I take a lady with a flat butt. Then I'm walking on the beach with that lady, turn my eyes, I'm seeing all this nice beauty.
Yeah.
Man, what do you think's gonna happen? My eyes gonna be stuck on it. But if I'm walking with my babe that has everything I want, there's no reason for me to look out there.
You still gonna
and
look.
That's
man.
what people are missing in
I
life.
hate to break it to you.
Okay. Desmond, are you single? It's a question. Are you single?
Yes.
You're single, right? Mm-hmm. So something that you're doing is not working.
I'm on a path.
So that's
to
what
a
I'm saying.
relationship.
That's not what I'm saying to you is like, sometimes when you're single, right, you probably might have a lot of people who around you that might be single as well. I don't know. I'm just saying, right?
You'll tell people you'll tell people what he's saying right now, and they won't even listen. They'll say some shit like, "Well, I can do bad all by myself." All right, you cook. Ain't no hope for you.
Sometimes people that are single will give you advices that you think is the right advice, right? You think, yes, what you're doing is right. Maybe they don't see what you're doing, right? But say, for instance, if you go and get advice from a lot of people who are in a relationship or they are married,
right,
they're probably going to see what wrongs you're doing,
right,
and they'll tell you to adjust the wrongs that you're doing in order to get the results that you want.
This way you messing up at, my brother.
Just watching you on that show, I would tell you, Desmond, you are well put together, but the way that you acted on that show made it seem like you wasn't trying to find love.
Apart from the stomping on the balloon, what other actions portray that I wasn't, the way I was acting was of low value? Apart from the stomping on the balloon.
No, I'm not saying that you was acting low value. I'm saying that you was doing too much. Like you was just saying things. First of all, a lot of stuff that you said.
What I believe.
What you believe. The Dez Factor is what you believe, right?
That shit trash.
Okay. Let's start with the first girl that came out, right? The first girl comes out and the first thing you say is that I have a Dez Factor and you don't fit any of that.
Damn.
You didn't
No,
pass
appearance.
What do you just,
it doesn't fit appearance.
Okay, why do you just say, oh, something simple? Why do you just say, oh, appearance-wise, you know what, something
That's what I said.
I'm not
If
into.
you watch the video,
No, but you have to talk about the Dez Factor. You have to talk about all this stuff to make you sound like you are high value for producing the Dez Factor.
It don't even make it seem like he made it seem like he was better than everybody. And then how he was looking and how that head was looking on there, that's not the case. And everything was so slow and drawn out when he was talking. Like, speed it up. That's how he would laugh on the show.
Too much.
I don't like that.
I'm not trying to make myself sound like it. I am it. So it wasn't, most people see that as an act because they don't know me. But if you know me in real life, ask my friends, they'll tell you. It's the way I talk. Sometimes my voice is always going to be louder, but that's the way I talk. Most of my family members, when we're talking, you think we're having an argument. We're not. That's how we speak. We speak with a certain level of confidence. We speak with a certain level of clarity. And, I am an educated guy, so my choice of word are refined. Okay, so when I mention some of those things, I follow structure. I didn't come there with those things, you know. Some people say I was going from a script. There was no script. There was no script. I am evaluating what I see. I do evaluation on a daily basis, you know. I can tell you about the nursing process. You assess, you diagnose, you plan, you implement, you evaluate. And throughout the show, I was going through my head repeatedly, evaluate and reevaluate. And that's why, as we get closer, I try to be giving more people opportunity and chances for them to express themselves. Let me address one thing you mentioned about why am I single, or, you know, if I'm looking for love, or men age like fine wine. I'm in no hurry. I got to meet the right person. If I meet the right person, we will date, we will be together, we will have a partnership. If I don't meet the right person, I am not going to compromise. I am not afraid to be single. I'm okay. I have a lot of flexibilities right now. If I want to be in London tomorrow, I'll be in London tomorrow. I have nobody to answer to. Nobody answers to me. I'll be in London tomorrow. I like that part of my life, but I also want a partner that can have that level of independence. I have traditional African values, but most women think that because I said those things on the show, I'm sounding narcissistic, or I can be controlling and all of those things. Get to know me as a normal human being. Talk to my friends who tell you who am I. You know, I am very easygoing. When the situation calls for being serious, I will be serious. If the situation calls for being calm, I'll be your calm. I'll be your peace. If the situation calls for just being fun, hang out, get a cigar, go to the bar, get a drink, get shot, I'll do that. I'm the life of the party. Wherever I go, I'm the life of the party. And that's what it is.
Okay, so let me give you an example, right, Desmond, right? This guy that you see here, this guy, look at him, Desmond. He's a cool guy. I've spoken to you. You're actually a cool guy, right?
Thank you, man.
Now,
thanks for saying that. That actually lifts me up a little bit.
Right, okay, so if you look at me, right, you know, when you said to me, when I spoke to you, you said to me, "Wow, BM, I didn't know that you're a musician and you're very down to earth." You know, what did you say? You found out that I made some songs that you know of, right? But how do I act in front of people?
You are a gentle guy, okay? There are people like you, and we need those people like you in this world. And we need people like me. We have to coexist.
Okay, so let me give you an example now, right, Desmond, right? You see the way I am? I wouldn't go out there and start talking like this. I am a high-value man. I have the BM factor. If you don't qualify for the BM factor,
man. Come on.
Yes, but the thing is, I don't need people to see me in that state for them to think that I'm high value. I'm just very down to earth. Do you kind of get the point? Other people are seeing you as you're doing too much. When if you just act like this, like how you are right now, it's great. It's balanced. That's what I think the people are basically just seeing. They're just seeing like you may be thinking that you are you was the best one out there in the lineup. You get what I'm saying? You know how the world sees people, right?
You gotta think
and
best
also,
of yourself, bro. Yeah, I know. It's it's just something that some of us were born, especially coming from where we came from, we're born with an innate quality of like self-confidence. You don't have to tell me to be confident. You don't have to boost my morale or my self-esteem. We grow up, we've learned a lot of resiliency throughout the process. I've been in poverty, I've seen suffering, and I've seen money. So I know both lives. So sometimes when I talk about certain things, it's coming from a hard-earned experience that I've gone through. So no one can beat down my confidence wherever I go and I speak of myself as a founder and CEO of Platinum Care Health Solutions. That's my brand. People thought that I came on the show just to sell my business or sell my brand. No, I am part of my brand. If you ask me to introduce myself, I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Desmond. People will call me Dr. Dez. And I am the founder and CEO of Platinum Care Health Solutions. Period. That's me.
That's another thing as well. But that's what you don't see. I'm trying to tell you, Desmond, that you're not seeing what you did wrong by saying that you are the founder of.
Every time, bro. It's just he on another level with it because he the CEO. But it's just like how annoyed we was when the James Gourmet Pod kept introducing himself like that. My name is James from Gourmet Pod. My name is James from Gourmet Pod. Like every time, fam. We get it, bro. Like, even when the dentist got on here, hey, I'm Dr. Such and Such. I'm a dentist and I travel around pulling teeth up and down the coast of California. Okay, bro. We get it. We get it. Okay. God dang.
This multiple times, it comes across as you're trying to promote something. You're not really there trying to.
Yeah, or you think you're better than everybody else. You know what I'm saying? You keep, okay, doctor, okay, we get it. We get it. You know what I'm saying? But what about on a personal level? Like, your friend's not going to keep calling. Like, if I had a homie, a doctor, I'm not going to keep calling him doctor. I'm going to call him whatever his name is. You know what I mean? His name Jermaine. I'm going to say, what's up? Hey, Dr. Jermaine. I ain't saying Dr. Jermaine, yo, what's up? I just call him Jermaine. You know what I mean? I'm dating a girl. She a doctor. I'm not saying, you know what I mean, Dr. Christina. I'm just calling you Christina. Like, what is we doing?
Find love. So
Okay.
when I say to you, when I say to you, Desmond, you're gonna. I feel like you always have to find an excuse to back up anything that people tell you about yourself.
Gotcha.
And that's the number one thing that you need to do in life. Reflect on what people are saying to you, because all those tens of thousands of comments, right? There must be some truth in what some of these people are saying. Not saying all of them. I'm saying some of them. There must be some truth. That's what. All I'm saying is this: people that come on the show, just reflect upon some of these things, and I guarantee you, like, if you was to come back on the show and you matched, it would be a different story, right? And also, you keep saying that you're an African man. You're an African man. I know a lot of African men that don't act like you.
Bro.
The ones that act like you, they're always going to be judged. They're always going to be, talked about as the way that they act.
Yeah. And there's one more accountability part. There's one more accountability part I want to bring on. Tamir, the lady with the green dress. Yes, the honest truth about Tamir. I know I mentioned something about her legs and, the age or something like that. Tamir is a beautiful lady. Tamir, if that show was structured in a way that the people say their name and where they are from originally before we even, I would have made exceptions for Tamir. I would have compromised a lot.
He's still acting like he that guy. How you know she would have made exceptions for you? You don't even know if she would have picked you. He acting like all the women got up there and all the women wanted him. All the women was for him. Everybody that was for him. He acting like this was his show. They knew, and he was the only guy, and all the women came because he was coming. He was going to be there.
But let me not say a lot. I would have made an exception for Tamir because Tamir is exactly her energy, her aura captivate me even till today. I talked to Hamach, the firefighter guy. I said, man, Tamir, treat that lady right, okay? Because she's actually a very good lady. She's actually very sweet. I can tell. I have a certain level of instincts. I can tell. I wouldn't have fought for Tamir. I would have made an exception for Tamir, and I would have loved to get to know Tamir more. After the show, I think I also sent her a message. I said, hey, Tamir, I'm so sorry about the comment I made about your legs. It's just there are certain things that I'm looking for, like I explained, but she's very fun, and she was okay with it,
But do you see, and I like the fact that you took accountability there.
You doing all of this and you want us to give you cookies, but BM is saying, why aren't you this? Why didn't you come on the show as this person right now? Like as a regular person. That's what he basically saying. Why you ain't come on that show like this? And that's what a lot of people don't do. They come on that show and act totally different. And that's why I say, I want to see what these exes look like. I want to see what these baby daddies look like, what these baby mamas look like. Because a lot of y'all be acting like all of these lists, and then these the people y'all be dealing with back at home. This is people that been in your bed. You know what I mean? And I don't want to hear, well, maybe they learn from their mistakes, T. Man, come on, man.
Because do you see what people are talking about? Also, what I always keep talking about, I keep saying this on the show. You don't know how somebody is really like in that space that you have when you come on the show. You're thinking quick, right? But when you started talking about your Dez Factor stuff, you are automatically blocking all of this that you might like her. You're not even giving her a chance because you have this Dez Factor form that she has to pass.
It's blocking you.
Do you get what I'm saying? If you didn't think about that Dez Factor, you could have ended up matching with someone like her. Obviously, she matched already, but I'm just saying, like, if you didn't even have that thought, you would have been like, you know what? Let me match and then see how it goes. But at the same time, after the show, you realized that, wow, like, you could have matched with her. And was there somebody else that you wanted to
Yeah.
match with that you didn't match with?
Gigi was one that, I left my balloon on pop for Gigi. Gigi is a very dedicated lady. She's been through the rigor of military service, and anyone that has gone through that process, has a certain level of stamina and rigor, and I like that
Work ethic.
about Gigi. And Gigi also, even after all that,
Shout out to
she's
Gigi.
still humble. The way she speaks, the way she carry herself.
Right, yeah.
I left my balloon on pop for Gigi. I mean, for her, I know most people seem to believe that I was too shallow when it comes to the eye contact. I don't know how it is for Congolese or for Congo, but I know in Cameroon, if I'm talking to my parents, my teacher, someone I respect, I'm looking them in the eye, that's disrespect. That's disrespect. So I know that in the military, you have to be looking at whoever you're talking to with the eye. That's a lot. That shows respect. That shows that you're engaging in conversation. And I just see that some back and forth that we may have problems going down the road, just because of things like that. So
But, I mean, you
could
you could have asked her. Just a simple thing. You could have
Yeah.
asked her.
Simple
about
communication.
what does that mean to you?
Yeah.
And then
And
maybe
you know
she might
what,
have
man?
said, oh,
She
no.
explained that because she was talking to Ice. Ice was looking her in the eyes, and that's what she valued a lot about Ice.
Shout out my
That's one of
dog,
the things
Ice.
She listed.
Ice Cube's in the
So I'm
chat.
like, if that means a lot, that much to you, means this much significance to you, yeah, I may not meet that threshold on that, because sometimes I may avoid eye contact just out of respect.
No, but what I'm saying is that, but what if you ask her and say, oh, I may avoid eye contact because of this, and then she agreed? What if that happened?
Then maybe it would have matched.
Okay. So moving forward, what have you learned about yourself from this whole experience?
This experience taught me there are many people that cannot accept the honest truth. They want you to sugarcoat the truth. They want you to tell it in a way that's pleasing
That boy
to
cook.
them.
Hey, yo,
I
he
am a
cook.
straight shooter. I am an honest man. If you are asking me a question, you should be prepared to know the answer. I know there is tact when it comes to answering questions. I can do that in a professional setting. But if it's me and you, man to man, or in a dating show, fast and fast, as we say in French, it's, I have a very short time to respond to you. I don't have time to go and sugarcoat it. If you want to know something about yourself that you're asking me, I'll give you an honest review. And I just don't want people to have the impression that I'm an arrogant guy. There's a difference between honesty and directness with arrogant. Okay, so I am direct.
But on this podcast, you have said that you took some accountability on how you acted, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying to you. If you see that there's a lot of people talking about certain things, maybe you need to make adjustments a little bit, to get the results that you want.
That's true.
And yeah.
And that's
And I
why the
also
braid is
wanna-
gone. The braid is gone. That's an adjustment.
Right, you made an adjustment, right? So the first step is taking accountability.
That boy hair was looking crazy on that show.
That's what life is about, All right, well, bro, thank you for coming on the podcast, and yeah, I do hope that people see a different side of you. They see that how you really are, which is like this, and I hope that in future, we see different results. And comment down below if you want to see Dr. Dez back on the show again.
Wait, what?
Nah, I don't want to see Dr. Dez. Just bring regular Dez. Bring him right here back on him, man. Regular Douglas Smegler. He loves the objection.
Leave your comments down below. Yeah.
Can I add
go on.
something here? I said I contacted Danielle about Danielle hasn't responded to me yet. I think she's probably still upset. So I don't know if I can slide in a little bit of an apology to her on this episode. I just said, Danielle, if you're watching this, I did send you a comprehensive message on your DM. I know we're not friends on IG. However, I meant no disrespect. I'm sorry if my actions made you to feel a certain type of way. I misspoke when I talked about aroma. I meant aura. And I'm sorry about stomping my balloon. That came out as rude. It was immature of me, and I'm sorry about that, Danielle. So no hard feelings right here, and that's my outrage. And
Great.
for
That's great.
wait. And for Tamia was the most beautiful lady on that show. Let me be honest with you. If I want to say that, who Tamia was the most beautiful when it comes to my level of attraction later on that show in terms of her presence. She's the kind of person I feel like her energy, nothing else will matter but her energy. The way she speaks, her dental,
Buddy pop.
hygiene.
Buddy
Man.
pop.
Anyways, that's it. I'm a cool guy. I don't like problems. I'm an easygoing. I love to have fun. I make jokes. I love to laugh, and if you're watching this and you're still wondering, if you want a guy that will make you laugh, if you want a God-fearing man, if you want a high-value man, I'm right here.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. Well, thank you for coming on the podcast, and comment down below if you want to see him again, and we will catch you all next time.
That boy Cook, man. Appreciate y'all coming through. Appreciate y'all sending me this. Another one coming in hot. It's going to be a double upload day. So I had them notifications turned on, and I'm going to see y'all on the next one. Happy New Year as well. All right. See y'all soon. I'm out of here. Click on some of the greatness that's on the screen. We